this last time. All right. Hey, folks. Hey, Rachana, Ranade here, and I welcome you all to an interesting IPO video. Two IPOs back to back we are going to discuss today. I came back late from office. My hair is also not properly done, but I think it's okay. Understanding fundamentals is more important than my hairstyle. All right. Ushi kaadna maagchi, please. त्या side ला. Thank you. Okay, so of course we are going to talk about few questions which have been asked, but today what is the most important point of discussion? It is not about the questions, it is about the various important points that we need to know about two IPOs. Which are the two IPOs? Two IPOs that we are going to talk about is number one, we are going to talk about Shyam Metalics IPO. And the second one that we are going to talk about is Sona Comstar. Okay, I've tried to make a short note about both these IPOs because generally I make a full-blown video, but then four IPOs back to back, and I was like, it's impossible for me to make four different videos. So I thought that why not make a live stream only, wherein instead of giving big analysis, I'll be talking about only important points about these IPOs. Okay. So I'm not going to look at the questions. I'm not going to look at the chats right now. What I'm going to focus on is just the fundamentals of the IPO, right? So let's start right away. The very first IPO that we're going to take up for today is Shyam Metalics IPO. It is the largest producer of ferroalloys in terms of installed capacity in India. Okay. Now, what I would also want to do is that, there are some terms which we hear for sure, but we are not really, we can't visualize certain things. So I thought that I'll also show you some images. Okay. So that's how actually ferro alloys look like. This is also there in one of the advertisement of Shyam Metalics. Okay, so this is how ferro alloys look like, and they are the one of the largest producers of ferroalloys in terms of installed capacity in India. Okay. If I'm talking about one more point, they are also fourth largest in India in the space of sponge iron. Now, even I was wondering what is sponge iron. This is how the sponge iron looks like. Okay. So I hope both you can visually understand what am I talking about. One was ferroalloys and the other one is sponge iron. Okay. Now, important points. They have presence in how many states? They have presence in 13 states and one union territory through their distributors. Are there any capacity? So I hope you have understood what is the main business of Shyam Metalics. As I mentioned, they are mainly producing ferroalloys and what? And sponge iron. Okay. One more important point which I came to know, that the company currently is operating in currently operates 3 manufacturing plants where they are located in Sambalpur in Odisha, Jamuria and Mangalpur in West Bengal. And the steelmakers manufacturing plants in Odisha and West Bengal are near the mineral-rich belt of iron ore, manganese ore, chrome ore, and coal. So in simple words, is it going to be simple for them to have reach to the raw material, easy accessibility to raw material? Is it going to be there? Answer is yes. Okay. So number one, I hope you have understood, one of the largest producer, ferroalloys, then fourth largest in sponge iron. Then we talked about presence acha hai. Then we talked about easy access to raw material, right? 4 points we've discussed till now. Fifth point, again, important one. Are there any capacity expansion plans that they have? Yes. What is the current installed capacity? Their current installed capacity is 5.71 million ton per annum. Okay. So this is their current installed capacity as at 31st December 2020. Management has very clearly mentioned in the prospectus that by 2022 to 2025, this time frame of 3 years, 2022 to 25, they intend to take up the installed capacity to how much? 11.6 million tons per annum. So almost double in next 3 to 4 years. Okay, that is the target installed capacity. So if all these points we take into consideration, definitely we can see some good points coming up in the coming financial years as well. Okay, before I move on to the financials, also I came across one more point, that before the launch of IPO, the company had also made one issue, I can say, which is given for the anchor investors. 22 anchor investors had applied for it, and the price at which the issue was done to anchor investors was also 306 rupees per share. Okay, what is the upper band of the price of the I mean, what is the upper price band? It is at 306 only. So in simple words, whatever price is being offered to retail investors right now in the IPO, that is same as the price which was offered to the anchor investors before the IPO came out. Okay, so this is as good as I can say that it's a CTM, comparable transaction multiple. And who understands what is a CTM? Those who have done my course on art of value investing, they know what is PE, PB, EV, EBITDA, comparable transaction multiple, right? Okay, so I hope you have very clearly understood this. This is absolutely at a comparable transaction multiple. Who are the anchor investors that I'm talking about? Anchor investors who have invested in this stock, Shyam Metallic. They are Kotak Small Cap Fund, Kotak funds like India Mid Cap Fund, L&T Mutual Fund Trustee Limited, L&T Emerging Business Fund, Aditya Birla Sun Life Insurance Company, SBI General Insurance Company, and few others, right? So big names, right? So when I got to know about their basic stuff, see, understand, how did I go about the IPO? Sabse pehle, what does the company do? As I mentioned, ferroalloys and sponge iron. Second, does it have a good presence? Yes. Third, what is their plan about expansion? Do they have a plan about expansion? Yes, almost double in coming 3-4 years. Did they do any pre-IPO placement? Yes. Was it done at a very low price? No, it was done at a comparable transaction multiple, almost at an arm's length price. So good for me as an investor. Okay. Next, what I need to know about the company? Next, I need to know about the financials. Okay. Now, when I try to check out the financials, I'll tell you some interesting point which I tried to calculate. Now, sometimes when I sit down to study, even this is how I study. My handwriting is pretty bad, but it is fun to sometimes scribble on numbers. I'm not sure whether this is visible for you or not, but this is how I scribble on, and I try to understand that what's going on. If I try to compare it with some other peers, then how does it go? So some interesting piece of information I was able to do, some number crunching. Okay, I was trying to calculate how is it placed, how is Shyam Metallic placed as compared to its two peers. One is JSW Steel and one is Tata Steel. Okay, very interesting piece of information. Okay, please pay attention. I was trying to compare profit before tax. Dhyan se sunna hai, because it's written in pencil. I don't have a PowerPoint presentation ready with me, so listen to it carefully. The numbers for March 2020, PBT for JSW Steel was 3,013 crores. Okay, rupees in crores I'm not going to repeat. Okay, 3,013. In March 21, it jumped up to 12,015. Okay, so almost 4 times in 1 year for JSW Steel. Okay, but out of 12,000, Q4, only quarter 4, was 6,272. So can I say Q4 was like mind blowing? Achanak se the profit was very high in Q4, quarter 4 for JSW Steel. Okay, till here. So all in all, I can say if I compare March 20 figures with December 20 figures, 9-month data, the profitability jumped up by 90%. Now you might be like, Rachana, why are you comparing March 20 with December? So March 20 to March 21, we can understand why March 20 to December 20, because for Shyam Metallics, I have the IPO details. I have the financial details only till December 20. Q4 data is not given in the prospectus. Okay, that is why I'm comparing the jump from March 20 to December 20. 9 months mein, how much is the jump? 9 months mein, it was a 90% jump in PBT for JSW Steel. Okay. For Tata Steel, now understand. Tata Steel, though, it has been totally different. It was in loss. March 20, it was in loss, 1,380 crores. Okay, minus 1,380. And March 21, it was 13,844. Okay, it's a story from loss to profit. Minus 1,380 to 13,844. But if I compare December 2020 till December 2020, it was 4,487. Means what? How much percentage rise in PBT? percentage rise in PBT was 600%. Oh. Okay, so for JSW Steel, percentage jump in PBT, 90%, 9 months I'm talking about. Tata Steel, 600% jump. What about Shyam Metalics? Shyam Metalics for March 20, it is 2,954. 2,954 and December 20 is 5,062.61 crores. So I can say that it's a 70%, 70% jump. Okay. But so one point to understand is that for JSW, it was a 90% jump, 9 months profitability. For Tata Steel, it was a 600% jump. But for Shyam Metalics, it is a 70% jump. So is it a shade lesser? Not shade. Is it pretty much less as compared to its peers? Answer is yes, it is less. But as I mentioned, for JSW Steel and for Tata Steel both, which was the most magical quarter? Was it Q1, Q2, Q3 or Q4? The magical quarter where PBT was the highest was Q4. Are you getting me? Magical quarter was Q4. And Q4 results for Shyam Metalics have not been disclosed in RHP. Okay, I'm not sure whether we get an access to that or not right now. At least in the RHP, it is not given. Is it possible that they have not yet declared their Q4 results? Quite possible they might not have yet declared the Q4 results. So now you can imagine post-listing, if their Q4 numbers come up, is there a great chance if they follow their peers? JSW Steel gave an amazing Q4 result. Tata Steel gave an amazing Q4 result. Can we expect an amazing Q4 result for Shyam Metalics as well? Now I'm going to check out the comment section for 1 minute. I have not checked out the comment sections at all. I want everyone to answer this. Everyone, please tell me. I hope you're understanding my logic. Both its peers have given fantastic Q4 results. What do you feel? If their two peers have given very good performance in their Q4, is there a great possibility that even Shyam Metallic can post amazing numbers for Q4? Possible? Yes or possible? No? Yes. Possibility is more. Yes. People are saying yes. Very good. So I hope you are understanding this. Amazing. Good. Nice. So I'll be pretty honest with you. This is just a number crunching which is done by me, which took quite some time. I was just trying to think if I can get something out of the box. So it's good. It is such scribbling looks good sometimes. It gives us a feeling that yes, I'm trying to do something different, right? Okay. So now understand post listing, if their Q4 numbers come up, then can I say that that news can spike up the price? Yes, that's called as good analysis, right? Okay, chalo. So moving on to the next point. Next point I have talked about is the valuations now. Okay, if I talk about the PE valuation, okay, what is PE valuation? Price to earning valuation. It is very cheaply valued as compared to its peers. Okay, if I talk about the PB valuation, what is PB? Price to book value. It is very much fairly valued as compared to its peers. If I talk about ROE, return on equity, that is also better than the peers. Oh, kya baat hai? PE, price earning, cheaply valued, PB, fairly valued, and ROE better than the peers. Kya baat hai? Right? So if that be so, can I say valuations wise also I'm happy? And answer is yes, I'm happy valuation wise as well. Now, there's just one point that sometimes government intervenes in cement prices and steel prices. Okay, why? Because see, government is one of the biggest consumers. Okay, not the big, but one of the biggest consumers of cement and steel. See, whenever we are talking about constructing highways and all that, for that we need steel, we need cement. So that is the reason why sometimes government controls the prices, which might not be good for the company. Just one small word of caution, not a big one though. Now, if I talk about the IPO details, 72% of the total issue is a fresh issue. Very good point. Because sometimes it does happen that out of the total issue. Majority is OFS. Means what? If it is OFS, promoters are selling their stake and taking the money. Hardly anything is going to the company. Is that happening with this? In this case, answer is no. 72% of the total issue size is a fresh issue. What is the only problem which I see? Please pay attention. What is the only problem I see? Is post issue. After the issue also, promoters holding is still at 88%. Let me repeat. Even after the issue, post issue, promoter holding is how much? 88%. Is that a big one? Yes. Why? Is there any SEBI requirement which says that promoters ideally should not be holding more than 75% post listing? Answer is yes. Within 3 years of listing, again, let me repeat, within 3 years of listing, their shareholding, promoter shareholding has to come below 75%. Are yaar, now what will happen? Possibility is that right now they are holding 88%. After the issue is done, for almost 1 year, they have to keep their shares locked. Okay. Maximum should be 75% for promoters. Yes. Okay. So first 1 year, so they'll have to keep it locked only. And then they'll have to start selling. Then you can see a selling pressure. Okay. So I hope you're understanding this. So this can be a problem in the near future, not right now. Are you getting my point? Yes. So to just quickly sum it all, one of the largest producers of ferro oils in terms of installed capacity, fourth largest in India, Sponge Iron, presence in 13 states, 1 union territory, good capacity expansion plans, financials. I said comparatively they have underperformed. If I talk about in comparison with JSW and Tata Steel, it was a dream rally for them. In comparison to that, they have underperformed. Okay. But then Q4 result is not yet out for Shyam Metalics. And when the result is out, okay, that day, there is a chance that the stock can see a good rally. Okay. Valuation wise, PE cheaply valued, PB fairly valued, ROE better than peers. IPO details, good point that almost 72% of the issue size is a fresh issue. 88% promoter holding is going to be there even post listing. So that is the only point that I feel might have a selling pressure in the coming few months, I can say. I also talked about a pre-IPO placement wherein the pre-IPO placement was also done at a fair valuation, same valuation, 306 per equity share, right? So all in all, if you ask me, is it a good one? My answer is yes. Okay, I liked it fundamentally. I liked the valuations. At least from a short-term perspective, I feel it's really good. Am I going to apply or not? Answer is yes. I am going to apply for that. Only how many lots? For that, I'll tell you on 16th. Okay. See, I'm sure I might have already told you that in my family, I have my account. My husband has an account. My mother-in-law, my father-in-law, HUF, multiple demat accounts we have. So we will. If it's a amazing IPO, then I'll apply through all five accounts. Okay. I am going to apply that. That is what I'm going to tell you right now only. I am going to apply. But how many accounts out of 5? That I'm going to tell you on the 16th, looking at the overall response. How are the HNIs subscribing? What is the thought process of even the institutional investors? Okay. Ketan Gaikwad says legal cases are going on against promoters. Ketan, I think I might not have seen any company till date where not even one legal case is going against the promoters. I would definitely talk about legal cases only and only when I feel that it's really a big one. Okay. If I feel that arey baapre, it's a big legal case, then I will surely tell it to you. No doubt about that. So I don't see any big legal case in this one. Okay. Abhishek Sikri says Delnaz ne bol diya na yes. So yes, ma'am. Kya baat hai? That reminds me of the movie Aankhein. Amazing movie. Kya baat hai? After a long time, Delnaz. Okay. Anyways, shall we move on? If you want me to move on, as usual, that likes 1200. लाज वाटते का कोणाला? का काही लाजच नाही म्हणजे आपल्याकडे, हो की नाही? तो क्या यार, 7,500 people are watching, 1,200 likes. I wanted at least half, 50%, quick. Out of 7,500, at least, that's a very difficult maths. 3,000, whatever, 250, I guess. No, 750, I guess. Whatever. Okay. I know Kautam is saying such valuable information, only 1,000 likes. Saudet. Shanmuga says, what a voice, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, Shanmuga. Okay. Chalo. So shall we move on with that? Chalo. 2,500 likes. Chalo. At least 1/3 people are liking whatever I'm saying. With that, let's move on to the second IPO. Okay. What is the second IPO? Second IPO is Sona Comstar. And what does Sona Comstar do? It is amongst the top 10 global players for differential bevel gear segment. Okay, chalo. So one more time, let's first understand the product. Okay, what does Sona Comstar do? It is amongst the top 10 global players for what? Differential bevel gear segment. So when I try to search what is this differential bevel gear segment, it's something like two wheels for a car. Then there is, I guess, this advi patti. That, what is that, crankshaft or something? Crankshaft nahi hai. Either axle or something like that. Okay, and then there is something which is joining that part, which is joining to the wheel. Okay, that is something like the bevel gear. Okay, I know this was too random, but anyways. Okay, so I think you have. Are kya bata? 3,000 likes touched. Thank you. Khushi ke aansu. Okay, right. Chalo, let us move on. You understood the bevel axle, correct? Zamule, Praveen Kumar and Devan Singh. I guess it was the axle, and then that mechanical part which is joining that axle to the wheel. That is that bevel gear segment. That is the bevel gear basically. Okay, and this company is into the bevel gear segment. Okay, it's one of the largest exporters of starter motors in India. Okay, feels good. It's one of the largest exporters of starter motors. Okay, someone in the comment section has said that one of the peers is Endurance. By the way, Endurance Technologies is one of the pro investor special videos, and that video I have put up for everyone. फुकट आहे, शास्त्र असतं ते, बघायचं असतं. Okay, if it is free, you have to watch such videos. Okay, I have put it for everyone. Then you will understand that how it's important to do the analysis. Sushruth says Endurance is its peer and jumped up by 5.4% today. Yes, that is the power of our pro investor special fundamental analysis. Okay, so anyways, those who have still not joined our pro investor memberships, you can consider investing in knowledge. 1%, I'm sorry, one day 6%, 5% plus jump, or kya chahiye? I don't expect the stocks like 9,000%, 1,000% in my portfolio. Okay, but then at least one day 6% up is something which I really like. Okay, chalo. So anyways, yes, Marathi people are saying "Fukat te poshtik jamlay." Okay, coming back to our discussion. Okay, so they have 9 manufacturing assembly facilities. Okay, where are they located? 6 manufacturing facilities are in India, 1 in USA, 1 in China, 1 in Mexico. Okay, so total 9 manufacturing assembly facilities they have. Company is into the BEV segment. BEV is what? Battery electric vehicle segment, and this segment is expected to increase at a CAGR of how much? CAGR of almost 36% from financial year 2020 to 2025. Okay, so a good CAGR is expected in this industry as well. Almost 36% CAGR is expected, and company wants to tap this opportunity by increasing capabilities in what? In differential assemblies, in 48V BSG motors, belt-driven starter generator, and EV traction motors. Even if you didn't really understand all the technical details, in simple words, something related to gears and assemblies, and very important, these gears and assemblies somewhere related to EVs. Okay, so is the company going to be benefited if the EV theme clicks? Answer is again yes. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. Company is in the space where it can get really benefited in the long term if the EV theme plays out really well. Okay, what is the positive point? EV theme is a promising story, but then is there any negative point in the company? Is there any negative point? Answer is again yes. I can't say it's negative. It is a word of caution. Okay, top 10 clients, again I'm repeating, top 10 clients generate almost 80% revenue. Okay, so assume that the total revenue is 100. Out of that, 80 ka revenue is generated only from top 10 clients. Okay, is that a big concentration? Answer is yes. Okay, I hope you have understood this. Well, if I talk about the financials now, okay, for financials, I try to compare 3 years. Okay, I'm talking about year ending 19, 20, and 21, if I'm not mistaken, or was it for a 6 or 9 month? I did check for 3 years though. If I'm talking about revenue, EBITDA, and PAT, all are growing at very amazing percentages. Okay, 3-year CAGR, if I'm considering 3 years time frame, then CAGR was roughly around 40% plus. Okay, is that a very good growth? Answer is obviously yes. Okay, I hope you have understood this. Revenue, EBITDA, PAT, all are growing at a very good CAGR. Okay, coming to the valuations part now. How about ROE? Very important. ROE is better than peers. How is the PE valuation done? PE is within the industry standards. Okay, but still it's not like cheaply valued. It's almost at par at industry standards. But if I'm talking about PB, price to book value, then it's pretty highly valued, pretty much highly valued. Okay, so I'm repeating, valuation part is a bit tricky. ROE is better than the peers. Okay, PE, price earning valuation, is almost at par with industry standards, and PB is pretty much highly valued. Okay, one point which I didn't like about the company is, out of the total issue, 95.45% is an OFS only. 95.4 out of 100 rupees raised through the IPO, 95.45 rupees are going to go to the promoters of the company. The company will get, Sona Comstar is barely going to get 4.5 rupees per 100 rupees of IPO proceeds. Okay, so I think that's one of the negative points for me. It's just that promoters are selling off their stake and enjoying their early investment car returns. It's good. Promoters should also enjoy, no doubt about that, because they have worked hard day in and day out since the company was from nowhere till becoming listed. It's a journey. I'm sure promoters also deserve it. But then barely 5% money flows into the company. Then I feel that, is the company getting enough money to go ahead with the expansion plans? That's where I don't get a positive vibe. That is the only point where I don't get a positive vibe. Well, then comes the big question, is that, am I going to apply or not? Before that, one quick recall. What is the company into? Company is into all these bevel gear segment, battery electric vehicle segment. Okay, this segment, amongst that, they're into the top 10 global players. In India also, if I'm talking about, they're the largest exporters of starter motor. 9 manufacturing assembly facilities, 6 in India, 1 in US, 1 in China, 1 in Mexico. The BED segment, all in all, is expected to grow at a 36% CAGR. One word of caution, 80% of the revenue generation is from only top 10 clients. What is a positive point? Positive point is that it will be surely benefited if the EV story plays out well in the future. Valuation wise, I said PE is within industry standards, PB highly valued, ROE better than the peers. One okayish point about the IPO, almost 95.45% of the total issue size is about OFS. So again, not a very, very happy point. Someone was asking about global OEM portfolio. Okay, OEM is the original equipment manufacturer, as good as who are the customers of this company. Their portfolio includes companies like Ashok Leyland, Daimler, Escorts, Kubota, Geely, Jaguar, Land Rover, John Deere, Mahindra and Mahindra, Mahindra Electric, Maruti Suzuki, Renault, Nissan, TAFE, Volvo Cars, Volvo Eicher, and they are also a leading tier 1 automotive supplier to companies such as Carraro, Dana, Jingjin Electric, Linamar and Mashio. Okay, so I know last to kuch nahi samajh mein aaya, it is okay, but I'm sure you have heard names like Jaguar Land Rover, Maruti, Mahindra and Mahindra, Nissan, Revolt, and Volvo, Valuation, and all that, right? So, all in all, am I happy with the IPO? Yes. To be very honest, I feel that it is a bit pricey. To be very honest, I feel that it is a bit pricey. If they would have done valuations on a lower side, I would have been more happy. I would have been more keen on investing in a lot in this company, because finally it's from the EV space, which is promising in the future. But then problem is that the valuations are pretty much high comparatively. So question is, am I going to apply for this IPO or not? And my answer is yes. But again, all 5 out of 5 or 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, what? For that, I'm going to tell you again, based on how the HNIs, other retail individual investors and institutional investors are doing, that I'm going to decide on the last day, which is the 16th. Okay, I'll do a live stream at 11 in the morning, and that's where I'm going to tell you about whether I'm going to apply through all five of my demat accounts or not. Okay, one very, very, very important point. Okay, in simple words, if I talk about both Shyam Metalics as well as Sona Comstar, are both good? Yes. Okay. See, after looking at my thought process, see, I put forth my analysis in front of you. Let me see if you really understood this or not. Okay. I have written down my thought process. Okay. What do you feel? Sona Comstar, I want your answers. Huh? I'm looking at the comment section now. I want you to tell me, Sona Comstar, what do you feel? Good from a long term or a short term? Listing gains, Sona Comstar, the one which we discussed right now. Do you see Sona Comstar more from a listing gains perspective or long term? Chalo, tell me. Listing gains or long term? For Sona Comstar. Long term, long term, long term, long term, long term. क्या बात है? अरे क्या बात है? I'm glad I'm able to tell, and I'm glad that people are really understanding the thought process that I'm trying to put forth in front of you. Very good. Very good. So Sona Comstar, I personally believe, is more from a long-term perspective. And if I'm talking about Shyam Metalics, if you remember, I told you about that point, Q4. If their Q4 results come out very well, it can really jump up. They do have valuations which are very attractive. I told you that PE is cheaply valued, PB is fairly valued, RO is also better than peers. So Shyam Metalics now, okay. Shyam Metalics, what do you feel? More from listing gains perspective or more from long term? I want an answer from everyone. Shyam Metalics, more from short term listing or from long term? Now Shyam Metalics, I'm asking. Listing. Okay, listing gains. Both. Okay. Short. Okay. Short term listing gains. Both. Okay. Nice. Chalo. People are at least building up their thought process. See, this is what is important. You listen to someone, try to understand the thought process, and based on that, you try to build up your own views. And that's where even I'll put forth my views. As I mentioned, even my view is the same. For Shyam Metalics, I'll go in for a short term. And for Sona Comstar, I will be looking at it from a longer term perspective. Okay. I hope you have understood my entire thought process. If you have, well and good. Let me know if. Acha, I did not talk about the IPO details and all that. You can get it from anywhere. Okay. By the way, Sona Comstar, if you want, you can check the lot size is 14,841. Okay. So I will never get that much likes, 14,841 and all that. Jitna lot size hai, but again the ratio has improved. वैसे देखा जाएगा तो not bad. But still, if you want, you can still increase that number of likes. And कितना target देना चाहिए? 7,000 people, 7,900 people watching. 1 lakh views तो हो जाएंगे 2 days में. 10,000 likes. I want 10,000 likes for this video, and then I will complete my research on KIMS and Dodla. I started working on KIMS as well, trying to do this for the first time. Working with nice colorful papers gives me some motivation to work. I've got these colorful papers in my office. Thoda acha lagta hai, something nice. So I started working on KIMS. Target is what? 10,000. And let's see how it works, right? 10,000. If yes, I'll do a video on KIMS and Dodla day after tomorrow. Okay. 6,000 tonight. Kya pata abhi? I don't know. Right. Just please, guys, please don't send any super chats right now. I'm not going. This is not our stocks and news live stream. This is only for the 2 IPOs that I wanted to discuss. Okay. So only those super chats which I've already received, I'll quickly answer them. Other super chats which I've already received last Thursday will come up in the Thursday session. Okay, today it's mainly only about IPO. I don't want to keep it long. Okay. Your thoughts on Amar Raja, Adani Ports, fundamentally, technically, Amar Raja, thumbs up. Adani Ports, pledging is always there in Adani. I guess all, if I'm not mistaken, all Adani stocks pledging is there. So I stay away from such stocks. Adani Ports is still above average, I can say, as compared to few other Adani stocks. Okay. Technically, right now, today, too, it has shown something different candle only. Okay. It's big gap down, but recovered quite a bit. Okay. Correct time to enter Aarti Industries, IOB, BOI, bank in privatization news. IOB, BOI is more of news based. Aarti Industries, yes. Okay. Ma'am, your views of investing in EV stocks. Bala, investing in EV stocks, I think, again, from a long-term perspective. Okay. Your view on Syncom formulations, not checked, Dr. Niket, and I'm afraid aaj zyada nahi baat karungi uske upar. Will you make a video on Dodla IPO and KIMS? Yes, Ashwin, I told you. If I get that 10,000 likes, then Dodla IPO and KIMS, 100%. Okay. Shyam or Sona, I told that answer as well, Ashwin, right? Shyam Metalics का हाल लिस्टिंग के बाद हैप्पीएस्ट माइंड्स वाला होगा या बेक्टर फूड जैसा. Till now, not a single lot ever allotted to me in 12 IPOs applied. Pranjal, Prasun, try to apply from more demat accounts that can help. Okay, more, not only yours. I mean, one person can apply only from one demat account. In your, I'm not sure whether you're married or not. In your maybe mom's account, dad's account, siblings account. If you're married, from your spouse's account, whatever. Okay. Proud to be a part of a good academy. Thank you, Jaya. Should I buy Motherson Sumi shares? It's fundamentally a good stock. I guess done. Tanla, should I hold? Like Tanla, not a very good fundamental stock. Okay. Chalo, I guess that's it. No more questions on any stocks in news today. That was not the thought process. Okay. So I guess that's it from my side. Someone said, sing a song. Song कहाँ से आ गया यार? आज वो एक song आया इसलिए क्या? Which song I was about to read and it went off. Okay, one song. अच्छा चलता हूँ, दुआओं में याद रखना, मेरे जिक्र का जुबां पे स्वाद रखना, दिल की संदूकों में मेरे अच्छे काम रखना, चिट्ठी तारों में भी मेरा तुम सलाम रखना, अंधेरा तेरा मैंने ले लिया मेरा, उजला सितारा तेरे नाम किया, चन्ना मेरे आ चन्ना मेरे आ चन्ना मेरे आ बेलिया ओ पिया. Thank you. My voice right now, like all singers say right now, it's a bit abhi gala baitha hai thoda sa. Okay, but still I try to sing. Okay, thank you. I guess that's it from my side, guys. It's 10:11. I've started my day at 5:30 in the morning. I am tired now. I'm going to sleep. And dekho jara likes 5,000 plus. OMG. But thank you for the talia. Likes target is 10,000. If I get that, day after tomorrow, one more live stream for the balance 2 IPOs. Till then, take care, Jai Hind, and bye-bye.